Hello and welcome to the Olivia Show. Today we're discussing Norwalk, Connecticut, a town that has history, culture, and oysters. Today we have Chris Blass, a semi-native Norwalkian, here to talk about it. But first, we want to talk about the history of Norwalk pre-Chris Blass. So let's take a look at that first, before his lies.
According to ConnecticutHistory.org, the city of Norwalk, located in Fairfield County, is in the southernmost part of the state on the Long Island Sound. Settlers from Massachusetts purchased this land in two separate transactions, in 1640 and 1641. The first homesteaders arrived from Hartford in 1649 and incorporated as a town in 1651. This early community grew flax, hemp, and raised cows. During the Revolutionary War, British forces under General Tyron nearly destroyed the entire town. By 1880, oyster farming dominated the local industry, and Norwalk had the largest fleet of steam-powered oyster boats in the world. In 1893, the town reincorporated as a city and consolidated in 1913 to the city we know today.
That was pretty interesting. I know Norwalk's a really old city, but it does have a lot of deep history, more than just, oysters and whatever else Norwalk has.
Mm-hmm.
So you've lived here in Norwalk for most of your life, right?
Yes, I did. Most of my life.
Okay, so what about the times that you didn't live in Norwalk?
I,
Where were you then?
originally, I was born in Stamford. That's where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lived there maybe not that long. And
For a few hours when you were born?
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Bridgeport for not that long as well, and then moved to Norwalk, which I've lived here my whole life, pretty much.
Pretty much, but that's not exactly your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep.
But, so, how would you summarize Norwalk overall, as this is your hometown?
I mean, it's a pretty chill town, pretty much know the area of where I go. Yeah.
Is it a big city? I've only seen some of Norwalk when driving through the highway and coming here. How big is it?
It's big, Big?
It's a pretty big city. Is it as big as Bridgeport?
Not really.
No? Oh, okay,
No.
so it's not really much of a city.
Yeah.
So what street is this here?
What street?
You said you know your streets. What street is
Oh.
that? Where are we? Take
That
me
is the-
through Norwalk.
Sure. That is the Sono, the area of Sono where I go to, where I mostly watch movies a lot.
Okay, I
And
think
then around there,
I've been through
I
here on
get,
the bus.
Around that area, I get my haircut done.
Oh, who's your barber?
Yeah, my barber. I'm
Yeah.
telling you my barber.
Why not?
I like to keep a secret. My barber.
Okay, all right. What is this here?
That's that must what the hell?
Is this where the bougie people go?
Yes.
It looks like it, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's a very nice place. I used to go there, and then around that area, I remember I went there one time. I would say before the pandemic.
What is that? Is that like a field of something?
Yeah, that was I remember I went there for some reason. I just went on a boat.
Wait,
with my dad.
what is it? That field thing that we just saw in the last photo? It's like this big field. Looked like a baseball diamond, but 5 times the size. No? Okay,
Look,
never mind.
nah.
Forget that.
See?
So what makes your favorite spots here so special? So you talked about your barber. What's his name?
His name is Javier.
Javier.
Yeah.
So why do you keep going back to Javier and not, some other haircutting place?
Because
What makes that place special?
Because we pretty much know each other.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a family to me.
Has he actually lived in Norwalk his whole life?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe we should have brought him in.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Where else do you like to go?
Obviously, the movies is the one place I love to go in Sono.
Is it a large movie theater, or is it like a
It's
little
pretty big. It's
two-seater?
bow tie cinema.
Oh, it's a whole bow tie cinema place?
That's what it's called, bow tie cinema.
Oh, it's a whole. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was like a small little town
Mm.
theater with like two
Yeah,
screens
it's pretty
or something.
big, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks small on the outside, I
Mhm.
guess. So we have a montage here of some of your schools that you went to here in Norwalk. Let's take a look at those. All right, so that was a lot of schools. So
Yeah.
what school did you go to first? Did you ever go to
I went
preschool?
to Foxrun Elementary School. That's
Okay.
when I was young, and then I went to Ponus, which is a middle school,
Mhm.
and then I went to Brian McMahon High School, and now I'm here in Norwalk Community College.
So what would you say your experience in the schools was?
Well, originally, it was tough because of the difficulty of how I had it with learning, because of what's it called, with my hearing disorder, because I couldn't hear anyone, and so I had hearing aids, which helped me for sure to listen what people say. But it was hard because a lot of people would judge me for how I looked or what I had. But like now, everyone's different, but everyone should be treated the same. Don't be judged. You never know how they are or how they feel.
Yeah, I had similar experience. I'm dyslexic, but everyone just thought I was stupid. But obviously, I'm not. I got a whole show now to myself. Right?
Yeah.
So what would you have to say to those people now that you're on my show?
It's a great experience.
It's great, right?
Yeah, it's an amazing experience to come
We try here.
Yes.
So how has Norwalk changed since you were a kid?
It changed me for the better, It was obviously new, but I would say now I'm in a good place. Norwalk will always be my home. And yeah.
Yeah, so it was a good place to grow up.
Yeah.
Are there any newer places here, like new shops and stuff that weren't here when you were younger that you go to often?
Not really, but
Hasn't
I know,
changed much?
Nah, but I've always loved Norwalk.
Cool. So, if you had to say, what are some things that Norwalk could improve on? Be careful here because there's a lot of Norwalkians watching, and they will come for you if you say something bad.
Alright. Well,
so just be nice.
The improvement, obviously, I would say, with the pandemic going on, I would say the Sono Mall, the mall in Sono.
Oh, that fancy big one, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have a lot, but hopefully they will add more things in there. But that's pretty. Overall, I like I said, I always love Norwalk.
Yeah, I'm sure that's bringing a lot of money to the town too. That that place? Because I know that there's a lot of stores that are here in Norwalk that you don't really find in other towns, like Urban Outfitters and
Yeah.
stuff. Like who even goes to an Urban
Yeah,
Outfitters?
that's true.
You don't go to Urban Outfitters? Does
No.
Javier?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Do you know where he gets his clothes from?
My clothes?
His clothes. Javier, the real Norwalkian.
He doesn't really tell me where he gets his clothes.
You guys don't talk about that?
No, he just
All right.
comes there, cut my
Well,
hair.
maybe next time we'll bring Javier onto the show because he might have more to say as he is a true Norwalkian. But thank you for your insight anyways. It was very interesting. And thank you for joining in on the Olivia show. And thank you for coming.